Hello everybody, this is MrXkill, and today I'll be reviewing Starfox 64 3D for the Nintendo 3DS. This game, it's okay. I mean, it's not the best game ever made, it's not the worst, it's a lot of fun to play, but there are a few issues with it, and I'll get into that in the gameplay part of the review. But as this being my first 3DS review, I kind of wanted to show you guys the boxes for the 3DS games. I don't know, if you don't have a 3DS, I guess you could skip ahead this part of the video, just skip over it, but pretty much a 3DS box. It's a DS box that's white. It's a tiny bit thinner, I noticed, just barely. It's barely even noticeable. And when you open it up, they have these holes in it that go right through to the, they're holes in the box, like literally holes on. There you go. So pretty much, I guess that they're saving money by not using as much plastic, and to make myself feel better, I said that it's environmentally friendly, not using as much plastic. I guess it is, but then again, it's not. I mean, you could do better things for the environment, like go recycle something, than like buying a game with less plastic in it. But anyway, these are the 3DS cartridges. They look like this. Hold on, let me close the box really quick. Kind of look like this. They look just like DS games, except they have this tab right over here. High-tech technology, huh? Nintendo uses. Anyway, pretty much it blocks you from putting the game into an older DS, so the only kind of DS you can use is a 3DS to play 3DS games, which is how it should be. So I guess Nintendo, instead of redesigning the whole game cart, they just decided to put an extra piece of plastic there. I don't know if, like, the actual, like kind of, like, board in there, like, computer microchip or whatever that has the game on it actually, like, has a little piece that goes into there or what. But, yeah, who knows. Anyway, let's get into the gameplay part of the review, and I'll show you the game. So here we are at the splash screen slash title screen slash whatever it is thing for Starfox 64. You notice if I move the 3DS around, it looks around on the screen using the gyroscope built into the Nintendo 3DS. Very cool. Works very nicely in-game. Also just says press start on the touchscreen. So we'll just hit start really quick. Zoom in on the top screen. I mean, the bottom screen's pretty much used for the main menu. Not much else during the game. It shows like the characters' voices while they talk in game too. So I'll be just focused in on the the top screen during the actual gameplay. So anyway, looking at the menu really quick, we have main game, battle, score, attack, training, and options. If we hit options, it's your sound settings, erase your save data on the game card, control settings, so I guess you're able to set controls. I've never used that. But anyway, so you have, besides that, you have training, which is pretty much just a tutorial, shows you what the controls are, and you're able to change them to your liking, etc. Score, attack, pretty much this is, you're able to play all the single-player missions that you have unlocked through the normal single-player campaign, and then you try to shoot for the highest amount of hits, or like the highest score. So, yeah. Very cool. That's what I'll be showing off today, by the way. Battle, it is like a dogfight. Pretty much you dogfight against either computers in single-player mode or other players in download mode. This is one of the few games I've seen that only has DS download play. Normally they only have like multi-card play or something for multiplayer. So very cool. You can get up to 3 other 3DS consoles to play with you. So that's 4 total, and pretty much dogfight with your friends. It's also kind of cool. It uses the inner camera and sends like live video feed. So you can see the other player when you kill them, and they can make weird faces. Runs at a very low frame rate, but whatever, it's more of a novelty factor. You're also able to turn it off if you want. Main game, this is your main single-player campaign, game thingy, I don't know. I have beaten the game a couple times, don't think... yeah, 3 times. But I beat it and pretty much I beat it 3 times so I can unlock all of the missions in score attack mode. I found out that there is a difference between beating the game and actually completing the game, and I, in my opinion, have completed the game. Very cool there. So anyway, let's jump into the actual gameplay in score attack mode. Yeah, so we'll hit Nintendo 3DS. I played in 3DS mode because it is kind of like made to complement the different controls, etc. The Nintendo 64 mode, it says, quote, provides the same challenge as was provided, I guess, in the Nintendo 64 or whatever. So anyway, I have unlocked all the levels that you notice on the touchscreen. Very cool. And one thing is, I remember a while ago, I put a comment on, or like a little bulletin thingy on my channel saying, don't buy this game because it only has 7 levels. Well, that was because I beat the game after 7 levels. That is true, because each, like, single-player game is only 7 levels long, and to unlock the other planets, you have to do certain things in the level. So, like, on Corneria, to unlock, what's it called, Sector Y, kind of looks like a Y, actually, the little picture. To unlock that, you have to save Captain Falcon while he's flying around. Like, he gets chased by, like, guys early on in the level, and he'll quit pretty quickly if you don't shoot them all down, all the enemies that are shooting at him. And then you have to fly through all these, like, arches over this water area. You can also look up how to beat the second version, or get to the second boss in each of these levels by going onto the Starfox website that is monitored by Nintendo, and it is made especially for the Nintendo 3DS browser. So in the middle of a game, you can literally hit the home button, click the browser icon, and go and look it up on the website. So I'll play Corneria really quick. Turn the sound on. This game looks spectacular in 3D. It's crazy how good the 3D worked for this game. I mean, it's crazy how they didn't even plan it back then, and the 3D worked out so well. You can literally see the reticles out in the distance. Like, the aiming reticle, the big one's actually supposed to be closer to you than the smaller one, and it really helps. You're able to see exactly how far away the enemies are in the 3D, and it's really cool. Now, the downside to using the 3D is you cannot use the gyroscope controls. You can't tilt it around. I mean, yeah, you can. You physically can, but you lose the 3D effect when you tilt the 3DS, I mean, just a little bit, so it's not worth giving up the 3D for the gyroscope controls. So most of the time I found myself using the slide pad controls, or like the basic non-gyroscope controls. And to tell you the truth, the controls work great. You use the slide pad to move your ship around the screen, kind of like that turn. You use the A button shoot, B button brakes, using this brake kind of like thingy up here. You can't really see it. The camera isn't picking it up. It doesn't have autofocus, sadly, in my camera, so you can do, or Y shoots bombs. You hit Y again to blow them up. X will boost, and that's pretty much it. You're also able to do some like combinations with the circle pad and button, so you can hit B and down, and if you're in all range mode, which means that you can like fly around, it's like a 3D space instead of forcing you to go forward like this. Normally that happens during boss battles and stuff, but if you hit down and B, you'll like turn around, like stop and kind of do this thing, and you turn around and start facing the other way. And if you hit up and X, you'll do down and X, you'll do a somersault. Just like that, very cool. You can also double tap L or R and do barrel rolls. So yeah, all very easy to do, very easy to learn. You play the game, you play through the whole game once, and it's really easy to pick up and learn all the controls. And after you've played it through once, you'll be used to the controls in no time. Now, saying that, you won't be good enough to beat the computers, most likely, I mean, unless you're a seasoned Starfox player, on dogfighting mode. That's hard, I've found. I haven't been able to get first place against the easy computers even, but I mean, then again, that whole thing was made just for it was made just to play like what do you call it, multiplayer with your friends. It wasn't necessarily made for the single player version of that. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for Starfox 64 3D. It's a really fun game. Yeah, you notice he's going into all range mode for the boss battle coming up, but here, I'll demonstrate that, like, turning around thing. You hit down B, you go like that. So yeah, very cool game. It's fun, worth the $40. It's a little bit light on content, but after finding out that there are a lot more levels than I originally thought, I would say it's worth going out and buying, especially if it's the first game for 3DS, because it shows off the 3D effect very, very well. Anyway, thanks for watching. Check out my channel for other reviews of PC games, PSP games, DS games, all sorts of games, etc. check out my website, www.mrxkill.tk. That's MrXkill.tk. Lots of cool stuff there. You can also listen to the MrXkill show on Ustream. There's a link on MrXkill.tk, and that is live every Friday at 6 o'clock. I've been slacking lately, haven't done it for a while, but I plan to do it this Friday. So anyway, thanks for listening. This is MrXkill, and yeah, this game's really fun. There's not much else to say.